Hi guys, I'm back with another unedited video because that is what I do apparently. My hair looks like crap today, but I don't care. I just needed to get this out. So as many of you know, my dad passed away um, June 3rd, and it's been really, really rough because I love my dad, but at the same time I also kind of, have some animosity towards him because he suppressed my religious freedom growing up and also, abused me mentally and physically. Um, and it sucked. Um, I have to say that he did the best that he could with the, information that he had at the time. I always say that. Um, But honestly, I don't know if that's true anymore, because of all the information that I've been getting from friends and, because people I don't know, when someone passes away, the truth seems to trickle out of people, that would have never told you the truth before because, when your father's still alive, they're not gonna tell you. They don't want to upset anyone or they don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But my dad was a jerk. My dad was a jerk to pretty much everybody, with the exception of me. It seems like one of the things that bothers me the most about my father is that he would jump through hoops for anyone's religion and for anyone. It didn't matter to him, what religion you were or whatever. He would jump through hoops to try to make sure that you retained your religious freedom. But for me, he didn't do that. And I don't know if that was because of how he grew up, or whatever. And sure, I mean, I'm sure a lot of his family members would probably have some things to say about him because he was not a nice dude. I mean, and he pushed everybody away up until the very end. He died alone, with the exception of the nursing facility that he passed in. And I kind of felt this happening, a few times in the last 4 to 6 years or so because he's been kind of circling the drain for quite some time. And so I've had a little bit of time to prepare, but honestly, nothing can prepare you for this. He is a decent human being when it comes to other people and helping other people and feeding other people and protesting, for what he thinks is right. And sure, maybe he was trying to change the world for me, but I I'm an adult, and even as an adult, he didn't want anything to do with me because, I told him about, I spit in the tube and I'm 62% Jewish, and he doesn't care, or he didn't care about that. I mean, that's not something I can change. That's not a religious portion. That's just who I am. Um, you find out more about your family, and my mother's side is from, Western Poland, and my dad's from Germany, and from Ireland. Very, very Irish, very curly hair. Um, I think he had red hair too when he was a kid, but I don't. Um, the pictures, it's difficult to tell, but I think he did. And then it went gray and whatever. I hope I don't do that. Whatever. This is not what this is about. Anyway, let's see what else. Enough really about my dad. I want to go back into the fold of Judaism and actually attend services. That's my goal, is to find a reform synagogue that I like, which I think I have. I feel like it's too far away. So I need to find another one, and there's so many. It's scary how many there are, and they're all a little bit different. And um, I feel like one of the ones that I had chosen to go to, or to thought about going to, is close by my house. It's about 10 minutes away, and so I was going to try that one out and see how Shabbat is. I I feel like I need to go and be there, and kind of I miss the camaraderie that I had when I was a kid, because my grandfather, um, my Zadie, just would let me attend, services as a child, and we would have Shabbat dinners, or on Friday nights, and things like that. And he would learn to cook, like, for the longest time. I think until I was 8, I was kosher. Um, and I'm not anymore, but like for the longest time, like, he would go out of his way to like make things with turkey bacon, um and even though he was from the country, he was from Tennessee, and they basically put bacon grease in everything, and he managed to find a way to help me and let me have my religious freedom. I mean, he had me study lots of different texts and things like that. So I mean, I've studied the Torah and the Talmud, and I've even read the Bible, because he wanted me to have my options open. And I think that's what you should do as a parent, is to let your kids, decide for themselves. Um, I don't want to go back to New York. Um, I don't want um, that hanging over my head, with those communities there. I just know that I want to be here, um, and I want to kind of get back with my roots of Judaism, and to at least just for now attend Shabbat, because I'm feeling a little bit safer, now that I've been vaccinated as well. Um, and being that I didn't actually get sick from the injection, so I feel like it's a good time to go back. I have to stop being afraid. I'm terrified that what's going to happen is that I'm going to walk into the doors of the synagogue, and that I'm going to be told that I'm not one of them, because I haven't been to a service since I was 10. And this past year was kind of amazing, because I actually got to go to a Passover dinner, and it wasn't like a full service dinner or anything like that, but it was amazing, because I felt like I was surrounded by family, and that's kind of what I feel like I need right now, is family. And as far as it changing anything on my channel, or changing anything, you know, I'm not trying to force this down anybody's throats or anything like that. I just need to get back to it. Um, I I know that a lot of people think that there's a lot going on right now in Israel, and in the West Bank and things like that, and yes, you have to take all these things into account. However, I just feel like I need to be where my people are. I don't know if that makes sense, and I know that sounds like kind of weird or whatever. And I'm sitting here, and I'm complaining to the internet about how I feel about this, and I just want to just say that, as far as it goes, I'm still happy that I have so many people that I can talk to about this now, as opposed to before, where I just felt afraid to open up about my past, because I didn't want to be, I didn't want to be like told that I wasn't, Jewish. So I kind of kept my mouth shut about it. After I was 10 and my dad told me that I wasn't really Jewish, because he wasn't really Jewish and he didn't have a religion and whatever. And so I'm like, but it's not a, anyway, I already said that. But anyway, I am going to go before I start crying again. So, ciao, ciao. And see you guys next time. Bye.